Hello, broskies, and welcome to the 14th Weird News Report. First one in like 4 months. It's very exciting. Our first story, Colorado wants to legalize kids playing outside. It's more of a clarification, though, that it's like they're trying to say, like, it's already not... Okay, just to be clear, it's not currently illegal for kids to play outside by themselves. But they're like passing legislation to make it very clear that it's not illegal, I guess. Apparently this article mentions a 7-year-old girl who was like running outside. And like someone called the police on her because they thought her parents were neglectful. Because this like 7-year-old child was running through the streets. So scandalous. The parents weren't concerned they were lost because, like, they had gone with her through the route and could see her for most of the jog. But someone still, like, called the police on her. And it comes up again, like, in the article, like, probably this girl, when she was 12, another person called the police on her because they thought her parents were neglectful. So, like... because she was just like running outside by herself as a 12-year-old. That's a little weird, I think, to call the police on a 12-year-old. Like, I think it's reasonable for a 12, because you're in 7th grade by that point. Surely a 7th grader can like run outside by themselves. I don't know, but Colorado apparently is like, what does it say? It affirms that age-appropriate school childhood activities such as traveling to and from school, playing outside, or staying at home alone are not considered maltreatment, according to Colorado law and practice, if a prudent parent wouldn't consider these activities safe. Who said that? Spokesman Mark Techmayer. I think I remember reading somewhere that only a very like small percent of like children in America had ever played outside without adult supervision, which is sad. And there's this article too. Kids who spend more time outside are happier adults. Science says, apparently going outside is a important part of development or whatever, and like if you don't go outside as a child, you're at a greater risk of psychiatric disorders later in life. Psychiatric disorders, okay. I'm just gonna say it. This is why like Gen Z and like kids these days are so messed up. It's because they're not allowed to play outside, and also like adults always tell them when they were kids, like, don't talk to strangers, because if you talk to strangers, you're gonna be killed. They're gonna abduct you and torture you and kill you. And now so everybody's scared of everybody else. Because it's like we were told our lives that if we talk to a stranger, we're gonna die. I don't know. Maybe that's a reason. Let's move on. Okay, there's a preacher, this guy, I guess, who, very weird guy, one of them crackhead preachers who's like off on about like politics or whatever. When he was doing what was it called? When you're trying to cast the ghosts out. All I could it must say somewhere. I can't think of the word. What is it called when you like exorcism? All I could think of was vasectomy. But that's yeah. Okay. Exorcism. That's a hard word to say. Okay. This preacher that performs exorcisms, not vasectomies. Okay, I'm sorry. He was doing an exorcism. Exorcism? I don't know how to say it. He was casting a demon out of a woman. And apparently the demon told him the identity of, like, this is according to him, the demon told him the identities of 6 witches in his congregation. And he's like, if any of you witches, like, mess up or, like, do anything wrong, I'll tell everybody that you're a witch. And it's like, that would be very, like, nerve-wracking, because even though, like, even if I was in this guy's not Congress, what is it called? What is a church body called? Congregation. I'm bad with words today. If I was in this guy's congregation, even though I know I'm not a witch, I'd be afraid that he thinks that I was a witch, and that he would, like, tell everybody that I was a witch, that everybody would be mad at me. I'm like, I didn't do anything because I'm not a witch. But it's like, why would you... This is the big problem I have with this, is that, like, why would you trust a demon? Doesn't a demon want to, like, cause as much chaos as possible? So when the most logical thing for a demon to do is tell the pastor the 6 names of people who are not witches just to cause commotion, you know? I don't know. That's what I would do if I was a demon. I'd tell him non-witch names to confuse him. Don't I, like, if you're a demon, don't you like the witch people? Don't you, like, not want to rat them out? I don't know. Or maybe it's because, like, maybe if you're doing, like, an exorcism, it's like torture. You know, it's like those tortures where they waterboarded the people to find out the information. Maybe it was like that. I don't know. I don't know how exorcisms work. Is it like demon torture? Let's move on. I feel weird about this. Yeah, so Ford, apparently they just got a patent, which essentially it's like they have invented a thing that'll, like, scan billboards and, like, take the information from the billboard and, like, put it on your dashboard. It'll send commercials straight to your dashboard screen. And this seems very dumb. Am I crazy here for saying this is dumb? Because, you know, there's the whole thing with, like, you should probably focus on driving while you're driving, and maybe, like, advertisements will make it so that it's harder to focus or something. And that's something this article brings up. That's something that's gonna make people really want to buy Ford vehicles, right? Is advertisements being forced onto their dashboard. Can you imagine pop-up ads, but on your car dashboard? This is insane. Apparently, like, in the patent, apparently it'll, like, send you, like, the phone number. Like, it'll send you the basic information, including the phone number. Who's gonna, like, take note of a phone number while they're driving? This is distracted. This is asking people for distracted driving. And very dumb. Although this article does mention that a lot of times companies, like, have patents that they never use. Hopefully they never use this, right? They filed this patent in 2016 and are only now getting a patent, which, like, I didn't realize patents were that slow. I didn't realize, like, it takes like 6 years to get a patent. But whatever. Okay, I don't know. This is very weird. This does remind me, though. I remember reading about this thing called AutoVision. It was invented by a guy named Jay Schiffman, and it was, like, an invention that could, like, make it so that you can watch TV while you're driving. So you can, like, you can see the little diagram here where it's like this projector like projects TV onto this little mirror, I guess, and it actually like makes it look like you're watching TV. Like look at this. It makes it like the image seems to float about 1 car length ahead of the driver. That's what I'm trying to say. And which obviously seems bad. Seems like it would be a bad idea to have this. But I think the inventor said that argued that it actually like improved drivers' concentration. Because it like encouraged drivers to keep their eyes on the road. That's what it says here, as it peaked the projections in front of them. And the images keep the drivers alert, he said, stimulating their sympathetic nervous system, or fight or flight response. That's not a real thing that watching TV does. Watching TV does not activate your flight or fight response unless you're in like an accident because you were watching TV while you're driving. I don't know. Here's a little picture. I don't know who this guy is. Is this the guy? Oh, this is the inventor. Wow. And this is the TV. I think I read. I don't know if this is true or not, but like it's legal to use this device in like Michigan. I don't think it's true. I think it's one of those like things, like one of those myths. But that's very funny. This next article is about a snake on a plane. That reminds me of something. I can't remember what though. Yeah, so there was the snake on a plane. It had to make an emergency landing. Keep that in mind. It had to make an emergency landing. The airline's chief security officer, Leon Tenling, confirmed the incident and said Air Asia is aware of the incident that occurred on the flight from Kuala Lumpur to Tawu on Thursday. As soon as the captain was notified, the plane was diverted to Kuching to be disinfected. He went on to state that neither passengers nor guests were in danger. Now I have a few questions. My first question is, doesn't guests and passenger like mean the same thing? Like, what's the difference between a passenger and a guest, like in this context? It seems a little redundant, is all I'm saying. Like, it's kind of like he's saying, like, not only were the passengers not in danger, they were never in harm's way. You know what I'm saying? Also, that's a little off topic. If the passengers were never in danger, why did they have to make an emergency landing? I'm like, if the snake's not dangerous, why don't we just like, why don't we just like keep going? Honestly, if I was on that plane and like there's a snake and it was deemed not to be dangerous, just keep going. Like, don't waste my time. Don't go. I don't want to go to another airport and have to wait for another airplane. Just keep going. Like, I don't care about a snake. Anyways, let's move on. So this next article, Raccoon Falls through ceiling into Packed Lsu Dining Hall. I think this article is funny because it mentions the student that like went into the dining hall, and she saw that everybody was standing up and looking around for a raccoon, and then she said, I went and still got my food because I thought it was fake. And then she said, the raccoon then ran underneath my table and I immediately got on top of the chair. I just think it's funny that the student like thought that the raccoon ruckus was fake. And then the raccoon like immediately started harassing her. But don't worry, I do have a video. Let's watch it. Here's some poor, overworked dining hall workers. What's the plan here, buddy? Yeah, come into my bucket, raccoon. Oh. Oh, there he goes. That didn't work at all. Those look so terrible. Look at all of these terrifying people. I wouldn't say this is packed, honestly. Why was there a raccoon in the ceiling? I don't know. I don't think anyone knows. Oh boy, our last article, the last article of the episode. You're all probably thinking I chose a real banger article to end the episode on, and you guys are right. Australian man stacks 6 M&Ms, earns world record. What was this guy's name? Brendan Kilby. No, that's not right. Sorry. Who's the guy? No, it's not him. Who's the guy? I just want to know the guy. Tell me the guy. Brendan. Wait, what? No, it's the same guy. Okay, Brendan Keebley. He had already had the record for 4 M&Ms in 2020, but someone had beat him and done 5 M&Ms. But now he struck back with 6. Haven't we covered this story before? I feel like I've covered the story in a previous episode. There's no pictures on here. I have a picture. Okay. The tallest stack of M&Ms. I guess it's like surprisingly difficult. Like you'd only think like only 6 M&Ms, that's the highest stack, but look at that. That's pretty impressive, I guess. Oh, it fell over. It has to like stand for like 10 seconds by itself. I think it's pretty cool. Good job. 6 M&Ms. Wow, 88 likes. You're really balling there. Well, anyways, I guess that's it.